Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, I thought I'd show you guys something that I recently got in the mail. Now, if you've been a long-time subscriber of mine, you'll know that a while back I showed you a multi-board. And that multi-board was the Happy Fish 302-in-1 multi-game PCB. Now, I personally like that multi-board. I recommend it. It's pretty good in my opinion. However, a lot of people, were afraid to use it because it wasn't quote-unquote plug and play. Now here's the thing. I haven't used every multi-board. I've used, well, this is going to be number 3. And I've seen some others, and basically it appears to be that these multi-boards, even though they say they are plug and play and they are direct JAMA, apparently they're not. In fact, I think the only multi-board that I've seen, which was for the most part plug and play, at least if I remember correctly, was the 60-in-1 multi-board. But anyways, back to the Happy Fish. The one problem with that was the video. You had to basically cut away your normal monitor video ground wire and splice it into another ground wire. So some people didn't care for that. Well, here I got another multi-board, which I had heard was plug and play, and it turns out it pretty much isn't. At least not for my cabinet. Now, I'm going to be playing this in that cabinet right there, my JAMA multi-Street Fighter cabinet. Well, I'll start off as a multi, but now I primarily play Super Street Fighter 2 X Grandmaster Challenge. Anyways, it's not plug and play, but I'll get to that in a second. Let me show you what I got here. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around on subjects here. Can you read that? Probably not. But anyways, this is the Just Another Pandora's Box 401 PCB. And this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like a combination between a Neo Geo AES cartridge and maybe, an old Super Nintendo cartridge. Kind of nice and compact. This comes with your instruction book, which is actually pretty nice. It does show you the JAMA pinout. Gives you some instructions, which is really nice. The Happy Fish really didn't give you too many instructions. We also got, for your cabinet, a sticker. Press one player start 3 seconds to select insert coin or exit game menu. We'll find out what that means specifically in due time. Anything else? Nope, that's it. So anyways, this thing does have a VGA pinout, so you can hook it up to a VGA monitor. I believe this is for headphones. It actually says it in here. Yeah, it says audio. So maybe if you're going to hook up some speakers directly to it. And then you got your volume knob right there, a little turnstile. And then this is basically your test button to go in and make the changes in settings and such. So this is pretty nice. What I don't like about this is there's no way to mount it. As you can see, there's no place to put your normal PCB feet. So I guess I'm going to have to tie this down, maybe put some Velcro or something. That way it'll stick. Now here's the thing. I was told this was plug and play. Not the case. At least not from my cabinet. One thing about this that you need to know. Apparently there are lots of Street Fighter games. Let's see, does it show any? Shows lots of King of Fighter games. But there's got to be lots of Street Fighter games. Now, Here's the thing. Let's see. Let's focus in here. I don't think it's gonna focus. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get this camera focus. But as you can see here, on your normal JAMA pinout, on your JAMA connector, your harness will basically have wires for buttons number 1, 2, and 3. This C25, that's usually left blank. However, E27 and F28, those are usually your ground wires. And the ground could be hooked up to buttons, maybe to your coin slots, something like that. So the problem right here is, if you want to play a Street Fighter type game, you're going to have to hack your JAMA harness. Not only will you have to hook up button number 4, you're also going to have to hook up button number 5. Now, if you have a cabinet, there might be a good chance that you won't have any wires at C25 and D26. For some reason, operators like to just yank those suckers out, and you might not even have wires at B24 for button number 3. Again, I've come across many cabinets that I've gotten from operators, and the games inside were just 2-button games, and for whatever reason, they just yanked out all the wires. Seems kind of stupid to me. So the other thing is E27. If you got that hooked up to your ground wires, or as a ground wire going to something, you're going to have to cut that sucker and probably splice it into F28. And then you're going to have to take, what's coming out at E27, turn that into a function wire for, maybe buttons 3, 4, 5, and 6. Who knows? Or excuse me, you're gonna have to turn it into a function wire for button number 6. Then of course you're gonna have to make your ground wires and probably splice those into F28. It's just gonna be a big old mess. So that's gonna suck. However, there is something you can do. Okay, so you want to know what you can do to make things a whole lot simpler if you decide to get the just another Pandora's box number 2 or version 2? You can get this bad boy. This is basically an adapter for for a different multi-board known as the Blue Elf. And what this does is it takes the weird Chinese quote JAMA pinout and converts it to standard JAMA. So the way this works is, now even though this is designed for the Blue Elf, the Blue Elf uses the exact same pinout as this, the Just Another Pandora's Box version 2. So therefore, the adapter, which was designed for the Blue Elf, will work on this. And what you do, pretty simple. Take your adapter, you hook it up to your Pandora's box. There you can see the little slot. You match it up with the slot here, stick it in, take your JAMA harness, stick it in here. And just like I said, it converts the funky Chinese JAMA to standard JAMA. Now the cool thing is this comes with these suckers right here. And what this is, it's actually a nice deal. Let me see if I could separate these first. Now, the first thing, I don't know why, I can only assume maybe if you're going to use this on a happy, a super gun, or I don't know, but it includes a set of monitor color wires. Your red, green, blue, ground, and sync. So, I guess if your JAMA harness is hacked and slash, you can always plug this into here and then plug this into your monitor, and you should be ready to go. So that's one cool feature. Another cool feature, this sucker right here. This contains your power for, I assume, the board. It's got ground and 5 volts. So I guess if you don't have wires for your power supply on your JAMA, I'm really not sure. I'm gonna find out as quick as you do, because truthfully, I just plug this in like this, and then to my JAMA harness, and I put it up on that cabinet, and it powered up nicely, good visuals, everything. So I guess I'll find out if there's any problem. I don't foresee a need for this, although it's nice to have. I don't foresee a need for this, although it's nice to have. What else do we got here? Ah, excellent. These are basically, well, I'll show you later. Let me show you right now. Sorry, I have to keep turning this off. My camera autofocus isn't working too well, so 1 second. Alright, you can see right there, P1, P2, it's player 1, player 2, button 4, 5, 6, and ground. What does that mean? Well, these wires get plugged into each side, and what you got is your kick harness for buttons 4, 5, and 6 if you want to play Street Fighter games. So basically, on your JAMA harness, you only have to make sure button number 3 is wired up if it isn't so already. And instead of having to hack and slash your harness, you take this bad boy, you got these external kick harnesses, and there you are. So that is a wonderful deal. Let's try and refocus again. I'm gonna have to get this camera fixed. Anyways, sorry about that. But all this with this for about 25 bucks. That is a wonderful deal. To me, 25 bucks is worth not having to hack and slash your JAMA harness on your arcade cabinet. So, I know this video kind of jumped around a little bit, but basically I just wanted to show you that I decided to get this multi-board, and I'm gonna review this multi-board. Kind of showed you how to hook it up. You know, maybe I'll make another video just showing the basic hookup. That way you guys can have another idea. But I will review these games. And one reason why I decided to do that is I looked at what people said about this board, and I heard everything from it totally sucks to a middle ground of, yeah, it's worth it, and to the extreme of, you know, this is the best damn board ever. So, I'm going to be reviewing these games. The first game I'm going to review is probably my favorite Street Fighter game, Grandmaster Challenge. If that's not on there, then I'll do Super Turbo. But, you know, this will give you guys a chance to see the quality of the games on this board. Maybe you might want to purchase it, maybe not. At least with my video, you'll be able to see the quality and make a decision for yourself. Now, I'll try and put a list of the games, all 400, down below in the description box. Hopefully that's possible. Check out the list. If there's a game you want to know about, send me a message, send me a comment. I'll try and review it. Maybe I'll put up a video every week just on this, or, you know, every other week, who knows. But take a look at the list. If there's a game you're curious about, let me know, and I'll try and you know, take some time and review the game. I'll play it, show some footage, give my own comments, tell you what I think, and we'll go from there. So, you know, I think maybe on the next video I will just have everything set up and just show you guys how it's going. So, until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.